Okay, I would like to call to order the monthly trustee meeting for the White Lake Library Township Board at 6:46 p.m. on Wednesday, May 20th. Okay. That's our call to order. And then the first thing on our agenda tonight is the Pledge of Allegiance. Sorry. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice. Okay. Carrie, we've got roll call.
President Jennifer Schultz.
Here.
Vice President Eric Shotwell.
Present.
Treasurer Gwendolyn Newton.
Here.
Secretary Carrie Francis present. Trustee Becky Knapp.
Here.
And Trustee William Montford.
Present.
Director April Stevenson and Assistant Director Amy Rosen are also in attendance.
Okay. Would someone like to approve this evening's agenda?
I move to approve the agenda as presented.
I second. All in favor?
Aye.
5 yes votes. William, Becky. All right, we do not have public tonight. There's not at this time. And we have a presentation this evening? No. Okay. Now, would someone like to make a motion to approve the minutes that were just substituting the latest version? Was there something to change?
Yes, I didn't quite catch that, March, under approval, Eric Shotwell made a motion to approve the March meeting minutes. It said April, so I quickly changed it to March.
Thank you. Okay.
I move to approve the approval of the minutes for the April meeting of the White Lake Library Board of Trustees.
I'll second.
Okay. Me and Eric, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, that's 5. Okay.
Yes, I did.
Okay. 5 yes votes. Motion carries. Moving on to officer reports. I don't have anything new to present other than my son got accepted to, well, his contingency accepted to his respiratory therapy program.
Hey,
So he's accepted.
congratulations.
And my daughter finished 3rd in her latest jujitsu tournaments.
Very nice.
So those are my updates.
I don't even have any updates.
Oh.
President, no update from me.
Oh, and Eric, the recommendation on Tiger Lily was very spot on.
Yeah, good.
Thank you. It was a wonderful Mother's Day dinner.
Glad to hear it.
Thank you. All right, Secretary Carrie,
I
did
have
you have
nothing to
anything?
report at this time.
All right, that brings us to you, Gwen. We're missing the subcommittee minutes.
I think they're in there.
We have. Where am I gonna find them?
Oh, for the finance.
This policies.
They're before policy, after building.
So I don't have any of those.
You don't have
Oh,
any,
no, they're fun. I apologize. She's got. I'm too excited about the strategic planning.
I have 2 policies too.
I do have 2 policies, but they're for different months. It's like,
Yes.
Oh, gotcha.
Okay. Yeah. Yes. Okay. I'm hoping everybody looked over the our income statement, my expenses statement. One of the things that we have to, I'm gonna, put this up is that I think all of our tax funding has been deposited at this point. So, and April's estimate was very, very, very close. So okay, so we're in good shape. And then last month we opened well, this month, earlier this month, we opened a new Chase CD. Okay. And so we decided at the last minute in finance committee, looking at the what's in the account right now, because we had some CDRs that rolled off into the checking account. And so we have quite a bit of money in the checking, and the CDRs are about twice as much in interest rates. So I'm going to make some motion to, open some CDR. Okay, okay. So, first I have to, ask if everybody is happy with the expense and income reports. And the April bills. And if there's no questions, I'm gonna make a motion to approve the April bills as presented.
I will second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, 5 yes votes. Motion carries. All right, now you want to do this
I'm gonna
as
do-
part of it?
Yes,
Okay,
so I have to think about this because they're all under one bank, so I think I have to do them all separately, okay? So I'm gonna make 3 motions.
Okay.
We should be able to approve them all at the same time. Can we do that, or do we have to approve them separately? Separately?
If we're gonna make them in one motion, we only need one approval. If we're gonna do them separately, we need 3 approvals.
If they're at the same institution.
I'm thinking I can do them under one.
The wording,
I think you've done.
it's the way you word it.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
agree.
All right.
I think that we did
So-
that last time.
I'm making a motion to open 3 CDR accounts at Flagstar. One for $100,000 for 28 days. And 2 for $200,000 each for 90 days. With balances to be deposited into the checking account at maturity.
Each are 90 days.
I'll second for discussion. I have a question. Just to clarification, so you're gonna take this 300K out of the checking account?
It's gonna be 500.
Checking account at maturity.
I'm sorry. you're
We have
right.
1.34 in there right now.
Okay.
And our sweep account is under 2%. And CDRs are 3.5% right now.
Good, thank you.
is the 28-day and the 90-day a different rate?
Yes, they are. Can you read that back?
Sure, Gwendolyn Newton made a motion to open 3 CDR accounts at Flagstar, one for $100,000 for 28 days, 2 for $200,000 each for 90 days, with balances deposited back into the checking account at maturity.
Thank you.
And William seconded.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay.
And
5
that's the end
yes
of my report.
votes. Very nice.
Good management of our health, thank you.
Gwen does a wonderful job.
All righty. So, April, it's your turn.
Yes, ma'am.
The director's report.
Thank you. Director's report. We held our annual in-service day professional development for staff, which went very well. We actually had 3 libraries that have bookmobiles, brought them here for us to look at, and that was just
Oh, you got
wonderful.
that. Okay, physical.
Yes, they drove them here. So St.
Oh.
Clair Shores, Waterford, and is it Rochester? Yes, Rochester.
So the
So,
library themselves owns the vehicle.
yes. Like 2 were Winnebagos. One was just a smaller, like minivan. I think they're getting a new one or a different type. But that was great to see. So one can dream. We hosted the auditor in-house visit. So that was done and all the signers,
I'm so
and
glad
myself.
we had time.
What's that?
I'm so glad they had time for us.
They're behind it everywhere.
Yes. Yes, they are. They are. Yes. Sent out material and resources to staff on mental health awareness, and the employee assistance program that the library provides. May is Mental Health Awareness Month. And this is very important, especially because our staff are frontline. They're on great with customer service, wonderful, but as you all know, that can be very wearing, and I just want to take care of them, and they need to know that we have this available to them. So we had a long discussion about that at in-service and the importance of self-care and taking care of oneself so you don't burn out. Thank you to Gwen and Jen for joining us at the breakfast for the in-service day.
Thank you for asking us
Yes.
to be there. You
Lots
did a
of-
great job when, Amy. You did a good job feeding us. Thank you.
We always love Amy's egg casserole, so. Circulation Services attended there quite a few meetings there. Our social media was up a bit. Don't know if you noticed some of the cute things that they have posted. I just laughed.
Saw the black and white one today.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that too.
I
Like,
love
my daughters would love that because they're all about the ASMR.
Okay, go out and look now.
Current users for library app, slightly up there. One thing that I think was great about the use of the outdoor electronic sign this month was for the parking lot seal coating and in-service day, because with the parking lot seal coating, we were able to that was the only thing on there. So it was very clear that as people started to pull up and think they could turn, I mean, besides it being like closed off because of cones, which that didn't
Did
stop
you
some
just leave
people.
it on? Is that what you
We
did?
left it on
Okay.
that so
Uh-huh.
that they knew that, okay, oh, that's why. And then the next day, which was the in-service day, it was like, oh, library closed, staff in service. So that was a great use of both sides to alert people ahead of time before they turned into the parking lot. So that was good. Great. So everything's looking
Can I
good
ask a
there.
question?
Yes, please.
I noticed that there's like black swirly stuff.
I will
That
address
was,
that.
I remember you saying that they were coming to fix things.
I will address that in
Okay.
my, in the building committee report.
Oh,
That's
okay.
coming. That will be on there.
All right.
Director connections, usual bunch of meetings, and that's not inclusive of all the meetings that I attend.
The DSLR chief, where
Yes.
do those stats come up?
Oh, that's like December,
Okay.
every December. Okay, I did a few webinars this month. Okay, so here you go. I actually put it in the facilities report as well. The parking lot has been resealed, new lines painted. After review, the vendor was asked to return and provide more fill. The vendor completed this work, but now they have to come back to touch up some of the paint
Okay.
because they have lots of little swirlies.
That's what was going on.
Yeah. Lots of little swirlies. The piping in the Idea Lab has been rewrapped in the right color.
So much better.
Sprinkler system has been opened. However, there are some repairs that need to be done, so we're waiting on that. The Friends are considering a Treasures in the Trunk program. I know that they just had that at St. Pat's.
And it was rained out and
Oh.
they still made over $1,000.
Okay, good. So
I'm part of that Columbia's group and we were very happy. And I can talk to some of the board members that I see often about what was the most successful.
great.
So
So
like a boot sale or a garage
like
sale?
a garage sale.
On the back of your car?
And then what they do is they have, they open it up that people buy a table space, like a parking space.
Mhm.
And so, and it was, Saturday it rained terribly, but they still made $1,000.
Did the friends bring any,
So-
did they bring any books to it?
I don't.
Do you think our friends,
I
were they
wasn't there.
talking about?
I
doing that?
actually didn't participate. so-
Oh,
they'd like to do it here on a Sunday, September 20th is what we're looking at.
So,
Sunday,
okay.
that way the parking lots.
And they usually make about 4 times that host.
oh,
Mhm.
okay.
They
So
have,
it would be a great thing for the friends to do, it would be really successful.
I thought so too. They have decided to continue to offer the scholarship that they did this year, next year, and considering increasing the amount. Outreach visits to schools for summer reading program have started with these. More is to come. The library this year participated in something called Library Hop. So I don't know if you noticed that or saw that, but basically it's the idea of getting a passport and kind of hopping around to all the different libraries in our area to kind of see what they all have. And so with prizes involved and things like that. So we had 37 of our White Lake patrons participated in earning prizes. And then we had 142 visitors from surrounding patrons, libraries that.
Are we gonna do that
That's
again?
fantastic.
I will have to see. It wasn't led by us. It was led by someone, I believe, at Commerce. And
Okay.
then we were offered to participate.
Was it like a scavenger hunt or just, yeah, just to go?
It was just to
each of
show
them
up
see
and
it?
get your book stamped. So
Okay.
more of like a passport. It's pretty
Like
cute.
years around
Yeah,
the world.
that was-
Yeah. Libraries around.
Um, Amy held another a successful scrapbook program.
You did a great job on that too.
And I was just
Thank you, Amy. It was fun.
it's well loved, so we're very thankful for that. We now have in the Library of Things for our Idea Lab, say that 5 times, metal detector, which I really want to try, radon detector kit, car diagnostic scanner, and bocce ball.
Yay,
Wow.
all great.
Yeah, they're doing a great job.
Is there any liability involved with that radon detector kit? What, I mean, if you got a positive reading,
That would be up to you too. The library has
the
no
library
liability on
is
that.
not.
We're not
wouldn't be
responsible
held
for the radon in your
responsible
home.
for that. I mean, for seeing a positive results.
They would
No.
need to look.
Does
Okay.
this fall under the policy related to utilization of anything in the ideal lab?
Yeah, it would fall under the waiver. We're not responsible for anything.
Okay.
Yeah. So we received and I do think it's an amazing donation because actually it originally started out at $200, but the Dublin Elementary PTA was able to provide us actually $500 in scholastic dollars to purchase prize books for the summer reading program.
Oh, great.
So
exciting.
that was really exciting. Our landscapers group, which that's an interesting thing. So I have an email landscapers group of about a dozen people, and literally I only have 2 to 3 that actually come in.
And I saw one of them
About.
working every time I drove by here on Saturday and
Yeah.
Sunday.
It's probably Nancy.
Very dedicated.
Yeah, she does a great job. And Don is trying to, he's kind of scaling back a little bit, but we're very thankful for the ones that come out and help and come out anytime. They really like it in particular because it gives them the ability to come when they want. And they know they go right off the clipboard and they know exactly what they need to get done. Okay, staff anniversaries. So congratulations to Denise Harris Fiends, Bia, myself, Stephanie, and Jennifer for their wonderful dedication here. And otherwise than that, some technology was done and that's it for that part of it.
Did Denise like leave and come back? Is that why she's only had a year?
Right.
It was
So she's back as a
separated?
sub.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Stat wise, we
That
are,
our policy handbook? Or how would that work?
say that one more time.
Like, is it in our employee policy handbook to, if your service is broken, to count it that way?
That we would, to count it that,
I mean, because she's worked at the library
She's
for
been
more
gone
than
for-
a year.
yeah, she's been
But-
gone for, she's in a different category and so we're just.
I'm just curious.
Yeah.
Because I know she'd been here more than a year,
Yeah,
so there had to be a
But it's
reason
been a
why
while.
we did it that way.
yeah.
And I just wondered if it was spelled out in our employee handbook that way. Just
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Stats, remain in range. I do want to give a little bit of boost to Canopy. It looks like it went down, it's been going down a little bit. And also a little bit of promotion to the drive up window. Just want to see if we can get some more people to use that.
Maybe they won't keep.
In addition to that, I was telling policy committee yesterday in brief, as I'm working on the factual information for the millage for in-house, I did a top 10 stat list based on where we were at in the 2022 millage through now. So I'm just going to pass this around, but it was exciting to see visits increased by 70%, 80% increase in items checked out. And you can kind of read some of the other great things that your library working for you.
Will that be
That's
visible?
gonna be on a poster. So it's gonna be poster size and get that going. Otherwise, that's my report. Thank you.
So I have a question on your e-newsletter.
Yes.
So those are people who volunteered their email addresses.
Yes,
That's a pretty low percentage of bounces.
I was, oh, it's bounced, yeah.
Yeah, in today's email world, lots of bounce with that.
also just with the millage, factual information, all of the information has been sent to the political consultant and he has reviewed it. We're gonna make a few tweaks on some things that I've sent that he suggested. And so we're working with him on that.
What was that number?
Do you remember us talking about working with a political consultant
Yeah.
and he came to visit?
Yep.
So we sent the factual campaign information to him to review. So things like this, and so he's reviewed it and made it
Outside of the verbiage.
outside of the
Yeah,
verbiage.
it's outside of the verbiage, it has nothing to do with the verbiage
For the
Oh,
millage,
Yeah.
for the millage.
yes.
Correct,
Okay.
right, no, just the fact campaigns. Yeah. Not the actual, that's done, that's
Yeah,
already,
I was gonna say,
Yes.
it's posted on the county
Yes.
site, so.
it's already there. Oh, thank you.
You're done? Okay, thanks, April. Do you want to cover building committee too? Or William, would you
Yeah, I
like
can
to
handle
do
that.
that?
So the building committee met on Monday, May 11th at 3 p.m. We were updated on the Ideal Lab pipe covers. We discussed the seal coating and the issues that we discussed earlier today, that they were going to be back out to fill, and obviously now they're going to be back out to stripe. And that was the first thing I noticed when I drove in, that it needed to be restriped in front. Window tinting is complete, and I take it they came back and addressed your issues. Thank you. The generator quotes, so the representatives from McCarthy Smith, and the electrical engineer from Peter Vessel Associates were out. They're gonna provide us with the proposal for the study on our needs, size and cost for the generator, and there will be a cost to the study. And then we're gonna also have McCarthy Smith, give us a price.
Do we have an estimate on that study?
I do not yet, not yet, I have not received it.
I would guesstimate within 30 days when they came, right,
No, I'm talking cost.
for the study.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I would guess they're gonna give that within 30 days.
Okay.
Maybe within 30 days after that, we'll get a price for them to install. Painting the building, we reviewed the quotes, and then we're bringing in, we discussed bringing in another vendor quote to do an apples for apples. We've confirmed that each vendor is quoting the same scope and materials, so we'll discuss all that. And then we'll be bringing this to the June board meeting. Carpet and furniture cleaning still on hold until after the painting project. C2 AEs working on the 3 designs. And the portico design, we're waiting on the price structure on that, correct? As far as I know, so review the design structure to make sure it meets the latest codes. And then seeing the sections before bidding and reseal and sign the document, the drawings for approval. And so our next meeting is on Monday, June 8th at 3 p.m. via Zoom.
Okay, thanks, William. You still have finance?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
The finance committee met Thursday, May 14th. The budget for the IRA, the inherited IRA, the budget amendment was created and will be finalized and brought to the board once the IRA has been cashed out and deposited into the Flagstar account. The board signers and the library administration met with the auditor during her visit on May 6th. The 2026 budget is on target. The committee is looking into other credit card companies as Flagstar's process has recently become disappointing. Becky did contact Genesis and Vibe for corporate card offerings. Neither of them currently offer credit cards for an organization as a library. Gwen will contact Chase, which she is in communication with regarding their corporate cards.
I also contacted Flagstar to see what else they had. I guess, and we would have to spend $300,000 a year.
Yeah.
On a credit card, which is not bad for us. They had two other offerings, but you had to use at least 300,000. We don't spend that kind of money on credit card.
And then we're not allowed to use the credit card to pay bills, then we end up paying the credit card on to get rewards, right?
The current the current credit card we have, the rewards are separated per person as well. So we can't lump the rewards together on the current credit card that we're using.
So we don't, but there's
Yeah.
no one who can use them.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that was another reasoning to look for another company, was to see if the rewards would be more beneficial to us. CD updates, the next one is the LMCU one due on 8/20/26, and we'll bring that to the next month's meeting. The Chase CD for $128,955.09 was rolled over with an interest rate of 3.47. Gwen is meeting with the representative to correct the bank's error since they incorrectly opened it for 9 months.
Like they did the last.
Or set up, yeah, they incorrectly opened it for 9 months.
So we had, I was handed the receipt, I did the meeting here, and it was handed the receipt at that time, and the next day it was still on. It was only 9 months instead of 12, so they're working on repairing it, correctly. Okay.
For the millage updates, the fact campaign material is being created and has been added to the newsletter and the website. April's working on posters and signage throughout the lobby and library, and the political consultant is reviewing the campaign material. The committee reviewed options for verbiage on one-time versus annual sponsorship, per Eric's suggestion. And the application and contract associated with the policy were created. Our next meeting is Tuesday, June 9th via Zoom.
Thank you, Becky. Let's see. April, do you have any updates on the strategic plan? Other than it's in here. Well, why I always skip that?
You don't want.
I don't know. That's all you just wanted to be over.
One is the, I gave two policies.
Get two policy updates, yeah.
You two have two policy updates. So what I gave you, because I had to fix last month's policy committee meeting minutes, I wanted to make sure you had that. So you should have the April one as well as the May.
Yeah, we've got the April one, we've got the May one's the current one,
Correct.
so.
And that's.
But for the policy committee, we met actually yesterday, May the 19th, to some schedule conflicts. Got quite a bit done, actually. We talked about the Idea Lab and we reviewed changes to that policy. We're recommending it tonight under new biz for review and approval. We talked about the drive up window policy and reviewed some changes to that. We're recommending that under new business also. We reviewed the updates from the board on the naming rights policy. And we're recommending it for approval. It's under old business. And we conducted a preliminary review of both the naming rights application and the naming rights contract, which we still have to take a look at in our next meeting. But those are secondary to the naming rights policy. We wish to actually apply for it. And then finally, the committee reviewed the updates to the conditions and terms of use for workstations, and we're recommending that under new business for approval as well. We're still waiting on, I believe, the photography policy from the attorney and the library programs publicity as a media policy. And our next meeting is June 2nd. Oh, there's a second page, sorry. Yes, April combined those two policies that I just mentioned on the front, the library programs publicity and the media and the photography policy together into one. And we're going to be reviewing those areas further and forwarding the attorney for their feedback. We've not yet received the information security policy, and we're still waiting on the list of potential active policies to review from the attorneys. Next meeting day is Tuesday, June 2nd at 5 p.m. We'll figure it out.
Change that.
We'll probably be changing it.
Thank you.
Okay. Okay, April, we'll try again.
Are there any questions about this month's strategic plan? It's giving you some general updates on things that have been accomplished. We are participating with TLN's Summer Reading Adventure, which is another one of these travel to other libraries with booklets. but it's really super cute, matches the dinosaur theme. We promoted the donor tree in the May e-newsletter. If you haven't gotten your leaf yet, please get it. You don't want to miss it. I put my granddaughters up there, so come on. Like I said, the Millage Fact stuff is going well. We are continuing to add information and equipment and furniture and technology to the capital improvement plan. And let's see, like I said, we had bookmobiles here, which was quite exciting to see. It was really neat to see how they serve some of the underserved residents in their communities with those. So that was great.
Give us an example.
Yeah, so two of them also use it not only to reach get to the schools where kids might not be able to go, but for book delivery. So I know that's one thing that has come up. So yeah, so that's some of the ways that you're reaching residents that may not necessarily be able to come to the library.
Is it a library staff member that's in charge of?
Yes, so usually there's two that go together.
No, if you,
Is there access for someone to actually get a library card? That's wonderful.
In fact, they actually had different cards, so it would show that you got your card at the bookmobile. Still the same services, but it was a different looking card, so you could get different types of cards that looked with different images on them. Yeah, it was really cute.
and they shared like their process, like how often they go out and.
A lot of school libraries that closed or downsized,
Mhm.
K-12 particularly. The book was a great idea.
I also feel like there's a lot of kids that can't get to the physical library based on parent work
Right.
schedules and stuff. I guess my only question on that is, how do we do like a liability there? You know, because you're having this, usually, you know, an adult comes in with their kid and you're in charge ultimately of their books. And if we're bringing the books to another kid at a you know, at school, I guess, I don't know.
All good questions. If
That would be my
if we
concern, because I've
were-
always thought about that. I'd love for other kids to be able to experience what the library has if their parents can't bring them here, but there's that liability. How do we protect the library's assets? I don't know if they discussed that at
question.
all.
Lots of good questions, lots of things to unpack.
Mhm.
So I would love to meet with you if you want to do that, and we can talk
Okay.
about that. If we ever were to consider that too. I
Mhm.
mean, that's yeah.
It would be great. We have
I
some
know how
other
I feel
things in
about
our
it.
strategic policy that needs to be addressed.
Yes. And yeah, so that was that. Let's see. And as you know, I did send you out an email asking the strategic planning committee does want your feedback on how the plan might change. Last month I brought to you the start of that draft. And so I asked for feedback by June 8th. You still have time, so please check out that email and see what you can give to our committee members, because they really want to hear from you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. That. Now, we talked a little bit about the Yes Committee. Starting out, doesn't it start up soon?
Yeah, I'm
Sure.
happy to talk with you about that after the
Okay.
meeting.
Is that something we need to add to our agenda, or we can't?
It's not something we need to add to the agenda.
Okay. Okay. Okay, gotcha. All right, so that brings us to old business. Eric, do you just want to run the next 4 items here? It's all politics.
Lost my agenda.
Yeah,
Right order. Okay, so the old business that we're talking about is the new public policy naming rights 1Z.
And we're out of letters.
Yeah, we are. That's one of the reasons that April was consolidating some of those to prevent us from running over into whatever comes after Z. So.
Go to Greek letters, I suppose.
So you all have a copy of this in front of you. And the big changes that were made during this meeting, you'll see in red. So we wanted to have on the right of first refusal, we wanted to add a few days and make it legal as far as putting a duration in there. Because we didn't have any statement in there before about when a person had to let us know. So they'll have 90 days, prior to the contract's expiration. They'll have 30 days from the receipt of that notice to accept the terms offered by the library for renewal.
So for example, I think McDonald's, donated.
Yeah.
To the drop boxes outside, correct? So 90 days before that end of that, donation time, we would contact them and ask them if they would like to continue sponsoring the book drops.
At the same cost? We give them a contract?
Plus TBD. We could decide to increase it at that point or not.
And they have the 90 days to reply and,
Yes.
I think that 30 days.
They have
30
30
days.
days for the
Sorry.
receipt of the
or 90 days prior.
Yeah,
30
90
days to
days.
receive.
Right.
Okay.
So they have first right of refusal, so if they want to have their name on it forever.
And then the other two changes to this, is the number for the Friends Workroom. You'll see on the third page. So $40,000 for sponsorship on that. And April, I don't know if you want to speak to that one at all, but the last note before we come back to that is we mentioned at the bottom that all listed amounts are one-time contribution
For sponsorship.
for sponsorship.
And everyone that, has donated has been generous enough to donate to date, though there's still, 4.5 years on those.
When did we start the clock?
When we open the door,
When we opened the door? Right.
basically with all the donations of it.
Yeah, I mean, we had a soft open, then we had an official open, then we had dedication, just pick a date. I just was wondering what,
Well, that's a good point. I'm
Yeah.
thinking, when were we had our true opening? I mean, I was participating in the soft opening, but
like we all got in the lobby there and we cut a ribbon, that's the date. The pick?
was that the soft opening or was that the real opening?
No, I mean, people were allowed to come in before that happened. So I don't know. I'd have to go look at a calendar.
I think the ribbon cutting would be a good,
Okay.
Like, that's the date.
that would be my
Okay, I'm just saying, we have a number of options.
June of 2019.
Yeah,
So I have a question on this,
maybe July.
not to the content of it, but specifically, how do you implement, the 90-day notification and the 30 days? Is this something that would be
Well, that's why,
canned into a schedule in your office?
yes,
So
that's
you'll be
what,
notified?
Yes, I would have to calendar basically everything, which actually there are some things that I have calendared out right now that are 3 years away. I just put it on their calendar because I know I'll get the reminder.
Yeah, this is
And then I
lovely.
remind it to
I thought when we discussed this in the policy meeting too, we're gonna have it in basically a chart
right.
that says, and so one of the things that we've talked about is recognizing in media and in our multimedia of who's donated to date and what those donations are today, and recognize those people in our social media and on our website, because it's not recognized today. You have to be in the building to see that recognition. So then when we were talking about this in policy, April's going to have to keep basically an Excel spreadsheet of some kind that says this is who's donated at this time, this is how much money it was, and this is the date that they made that donation or sponsorship, and this is the date it expires.
Yeah, which
So,
is not.
I mean, basically, we really should have somewhat of a database, so it, then you have a trigger in there for those 90 days.
Yeah,
Instead of
procedurally, we
something-
got it. We are, right now, I already track all the leaves. So everything, and we've already got all the other old stuff, so it'll just all be added to that. track.
And you wanna do it like by the calendar date, not like by the quarter or whatever. I'm just thinking about the burden of having to track all these individual dates. Would it be
I think it's
easier to
bad.
do
That's why I
it?
said it should probably be in a database that triggers it. to
Oh, I'm
generate-
just, yeah. I'm
Yeah,
just
I'm
saying.
really good, personally,
someone
just
still
procedurally
to
for
do
me,
it.
Google Calendar really works. The notifications on there are, I really don't have
Okay,
it works for me.
Obviously, there's something on, but if you have a tracking sheet, there's something on there that says calendar. Yes. You think like,
Is there a copy of the
I love
tracking sheet?
perpetual campers for that reason.
I'm sorry.
Is there a copy of that tracking sheet in your office?
Yes,
Okay,
yes,
just making sure it's not just on your calendar.
right. No, it's on a spreadsheet. It's a huge spreadsheet, multi-tab.
Thank you.
Yes. My procedure is very detailed. I'm sure you know, I'm sure you all know how detailed it is.
Any other questions about 1Z? Nope. If not, then I'd like to make a motion to accept 1Z naming rights policy as amended.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. 5 yes vote.
Okay, and that brings us to item 2G, the Idea Lab. So you'll see again the notations in red. Thank you again, April, for making those visible. Mostly small changes, mostly grammatical. That was on the first page. And the other stuff, nothing else besides that, except on the last page, there was the revised date that they adopted by Whitman for the Trustees. Assuming we all agree to that. There are no other changes to this one from what we had before. Any discussion? So if not, then I'd like to make a motion that we accept item 2G, the Idea Lab, as amended.
I-
I should say Idea Lab policy, I'm sorry.
I will second.
All in favor?
Aye.
2G.
So now you're at H.
Yeah, 2H, the drive-up window policy, again, in red changes. This is a relatively short policy. We added the clause in there that says that the drive-up window will accept holds for pickup, fine payments, and returns of specialty or non-standard items when appropriate for patron convenience, provided the transaction does not impede service flow. And the main reason for that, April, was it the hotspots?
It's the hotspots, it's the cake, things like cake pans, things like early literacy backpacks, STEAM kits. It just allows patrons, they were returning them there. Technically, and staff's not gonna sit there and say, you know, you have to go back, you have to go around. That's kind of silly. And if we want them to increase the use of the drive-up window, this is another nice way to do that. So we will have to amend our procedurals with our hotspots going forward with that, but that's not a problem. So and I talked with circulation staff and our head of circulation services, and she said it's not a problem for their staff workflow. So it works. There are some, I'm sure there's a few things where that's where we say for patron convenience, provided the transaction does not impede service flow. So if you have like the metal detector, I'm sure you're not. I'd be shocked if someone, although you never know, tried to squeeze it through their window on their car into our window. I think that's where we might say, yeah, you might want to bring that in. But
It has to be able to fit in the drive-through.
Yeah.
right,
Pull out.
through that window.
We're not gonna let the sewing machine go through the.
Right, exactly.
With the telescope.
You never know,
Or the
but
telescope.
staff have the right.
One at a time.
Catch.
So my question is, so then basically, whoever attends that window, it'll be at the discretion whether or not they can do with it there.
Correct. I think, you know, when they're working with the patron, they can work it out.
And they're effectively doing it now.
Exactly,
Right.
exactly.
It's just modified result. So I'd like to make a motion that I'm sorry. Go ahead. Yes.
I just wanted to clarify that first sentence means if people have a hold, you'll give it to them. Is that what the first part of that first sentence means? They will accept holds
Holds for
for
pickup.
pickup.
Yes,
So
yes,
They will. Okay.
Yeah.
yes.
that's what we currently do. So like if someone calls or they come up there, they say, I have a book on hold. The staff member
Get it.
goes, gets
Go
the
get it
hold,
for 'em.
comes out, comes back, checks it out, gives it to them.
Okay, I just want to make sure that's what that meant.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is fabulous in the winter
Oh, yeah. Or a rainy day.
or rainy too.
Had the other
Any
day.
other discussion?
No, sorry. Go ahead, Eric.
That's okay. I'd like to make a motion to accept policy 2H, the drive-up window policy as amended.
I second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Carrie?
Aye, sorry.
All right. 5 yes votes. Motion passes. And then 6D.
If I could just touch base on 60 a little bit, I just kind of want to show you what's in your packet before Eric talks about it. I decided because as I showed policy committee yesterday, it was so redlined, as you can see. And this was really, a lot of it was just grammar changes or just slight word changes, as you'll notice that. But I thought, you know what, I'm going to give you the original, I'm going to give you the red line, and then I'm going to give you an actual clean copy of all the accepted red lines so that And it says that, it will say clean draft, it says draft, and this says original, so you can actually see what you're looking at.
Okay, got it.
Okay.
Wonderful.
Right, and
Okay, thank you.
had to do that.
Yeah. Thank you.
If that makes sense, so, yeah, just a few changes on this. That make it more friendly, the verbiage is a lot better, it had some. Well, yeah, it had some
Some formatting, yeah.
old,
Old woman.
it was a bit old.
Mhm.
Yeah, so, and it makes it definitely better the biggest thing is that it gives people now 3 hours at a time on the computer workstations. And then the closing of those is, no, it's at 5 to close instead of quarter to. So more time.
Yeah, do you have anything in there about the guest pass before? I don't think it is there.
It's changed in the sense that it's a little bit more inclusive. So in order to use a public workstation at the library, a user should have a valid White Lake Township Library card, a valid card from TLN Library, or they may request a guest pass. So I don't want people to be turned down to use our computers because they don't have their card on them, or they don't have a card quite yet, or they can't get a card today because they don't have their license on them, and they might be applying for jobs. I mean, so much of applying for jobs is online. They might have to go do banking, they might have to pay bills, and they're actually using their public library, and to turn them away is just so bad. So this is just really a much more friendly, our staff have really wanted to do this, and this is just one change that I'd like to make here. I'll be bringing a couple more policies in the future that are going to also address that kind of inclusivity of just helping people. As you can see, it's probably a passionate thing for me. I just feel very strongly that they should be able to use their public library in all the different ways that are available to them, and plus giving them.
How does the login process work with it? Do you have to sign in like at the reference desk to use it? Do you just
No,
sign in on the
no.
computer and it times you?
Yes, you just sit there.
Yes, you see the clock.
And
It's been a long time since I've used it.
yeah, and I think, yeah, so it's,
Okay.
Yeah.
And then if somebody is waiting to use it, they just,
You have to put in your library card number, which is always a struggle. I wish we could put in
okay,
our nickname.
so you bring up a point that I am kind of rattling around in my head, because at my past libraries, we've had scanners.
Oh, yeah.
that would be
So
nice,
yeah,
especially with
okay,
the
so-
app.
So we could scan our, like today when I
Right.
checked out, I used my app.
Just scan your card.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
I'm like,
I know.
how many zeros are in this thing?
So think about that.
I'm like, is there 4 zeros there?
What would be really nice if your
There's-
library card account, somehow TLN account was linked to the program account. That's where I get
Is
it.
there a way
You have to
to,
enter your
link,
card number to
uh,
register for programs sometimes.
is there a way to put a
Yeah.
feature on the app that scans your phone? You know
You,
that your number would be on your phone?
you still have to have a scanner. Yeah, you
Yeah,
could scan your,
You have to
you
have
could
scanner
scan right
like
off the
what's
app.
out there, right?
Instead of having your library card. could
You can
be on
scan
your
right off
phone.
the app. You would be able to, yeah, with that scanner.
Like, on the app,
Mm.
when this opens, it's gonna come up and say to me, do you wanna see your barcode?
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't know I could do that.
It's like MJR theaters.
Oh, I was telling Becky, I used to actually just have a photo of this,
Yeah, and use
and I
that.
use the photo, now I don't have to use the,
There you go.
I use it all the time.
Okay.
The app's fabulous. Just
I
saying.
haven't carried a physical card. since
Mhm.
got
Yeah,
the
I don't
app.
know where my physical card is.
Any other discussion on policy 6D? If not, then I would like to make a motion to accept policy 6D. The internet and computer workstation policy, conditions and terms of use for workstations, as amended.
I'll second them.
All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, Carrie.
Alright,
Okay. Your business time.
and that's the end of the policy.
Yay, thank you, Eric. Alright, do we have any announcements?
Oh, but can I make a comment on parliamentary procedure?
Sure.
So, and it's just a pet peeve, but not a big deal. You don't have to ask permission to make a motion. So I move,
Sure, okay.
right?
Some
Because
of
it
us,
sounds like
some
you're
of us
asking.
are so used to being so polite.
Yeah, but you're not, but you know what I mean? No, you're not, but we don't have to be. You don't have to be.
Yeah.
You're right.
It's a hard.
Well, and I wasn't.
It is hard.
And the phrase was more of a turn of phrase rather than asking.
Right.
Yeah, I
I
get
was
it.
going to make it regardless.
Right.
But,
So, I
appreciate
move.
that.
So
Alright.
do I still ask? Do I just say who would like to, or?
No,
I need
yeah,
someone
sure.
to-
Would anybody like to, I'll entertain a motion,
Okay,
any of those above are
all right,
highly improper.
okay. I would not want to be improper.
Oh.
Well, within reason. Okay,
Is that true?
thank you, William.
People plugged into.
Hey, Becky,
Right, so you-
if I look at you long enough, will you do this?
Yes, this time.
More than.
I motion to adjourn the meeting of the White Lake Library Board of Trustees on May 20th, 2026 at 7:37 PM.
Second.
Down, Carrie. Carrie? How many in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay, Carrie.
If, we're just looking at these stats.